Hi, my YouTube people. Welcome to my newest psychic reading where we will be talking about or doing a psychic tarot reading on student loans. Thank you for being here. Welcome to my channel if you're new. I am Lamarr Townsend. I'm a psychic, an energy channeler, a tarot reader, and an astrologer. And if you would ever be interested in a reading from me, because I am available for personal readings and I do personal readings, check out my website, lamarrtownsendtarot.com. For those of you waiting for your readings now, they will be coming soon, don't worry. But if you would like a personal reading from me, definitely check out my website. Here's where all the information is. Once you've reached this website, this page, you know you're on the right page. All right. So you can definitely go to the store section, but while you're at it, check out my Twitch where I do monthly horoscopes and a lot of live videos. Of course, follow, subscribe on YouTube. Check out my Patreon where I post as well. I do classes on Patreon. I also do extra exclusive content that I don't post on YouTube on Patreon. And check out my Spotify. Here's where you'll find my podcast on, also on Apple, Google, Anchor, and so many other platforms. So thank you all for supporting me there. I also have an Instagram, only one Instagram page. So be mindful of that. I don't send DMs for readings or anything like that either. The only place you can get a reading is on my website, lamarrtownsendtarot.com. There's this weird thing on Instagram where, there's like people duplicating your page and then people get confused, so definitely be careful with that. And remember that I only have one Instagram page, only one Facebook, only one TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, all my platforms. By the way, follow me on TikTok. Anyways, moving on. If you wanted a reading, directly go to the store section of my website, lamarrtownsendtarot.com. Here's where you'll find all my services and products that I do offer. As you can see, I do full birth chart compatibility readings. If you ever wanted to compare your natal chart, sun, moon, rising, and other placements to someone else's sun, moon, rising, and other placements, I do make jewelry as well. I also do mediumship readings if you ever want to connect to your ancestors and spirit guides. I do past life readings if you want to learn about your past lives and connect to your past lives. I do individual birth chart readings if you want to know just about your sun, moon, and rising. I do all different types of psychic readings. I do phone psychic readings. I do video recorded psychic readings. I do email psychic readings. I also do tarot classes. I sew and I like to make scarves and washcloths and all these different types of things. So, I also do sell soap. So if you'd be interested in any of these things, check out my website. I also do candles. Once again, lamarrtownsendtarot.com. With that being said, subscribe, like the video, share, and let's get into the tea. I'm drinking my coffee right now. As you can see, those coffee stains are already in this porcelain cup that I absolutely love. It's very rare to find porcelain cups like this. It's a good size for a good cup of coffee or tea, right? Tea or coffee, all right. That's a drag queen if you didn't know, and a British drag queen. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into this video. Now, the big topic lately, and I've had people in my messages and emails and DMs asking about this, and even in personal readings, about student loans and are they going to be forgiven? Is the debt of student loans going to be forgiven? They can be such a burden. I have student loans and I'm also paying off from college, and it can be such a burden financially dealing with student loans, on top of the bills that we already pay for, so there's this kind of thing going on with student loans where, I don't know if I necessarily want to see. I think I just want to see what is to come for student loans. Let's just start there. And based on, what the cards, what Spirit shows us, maybe we'll delve into more information. Maybe I'll have to do a part 2. I'm not sure. I kind of don't want to do a part 2 of this. I kind of just want to be a one and done video, but we'll have to see. So let's just go ahead and see. Oh, the first thing, of course, I have to do is cleanse the cards. I didn't do that and say a quick prayer. I'm burning sage here, if you didn't see. Sage here. I need to get some more little just bits and pieces. But usually it's enough to get a good burn there. So we're burning sage. Gonna let it burn to get a good... There we go. Thank you for cleansing and clearing the energy of this deck on your past readings. In the name of the Mother, the Daughter, the Father, the Son, the Holy Ghost, thank you for protecting the energy, thoughts, minds, and emotions of those watching this video. Thank you for allowing me to see the truth, Father God, angels, ancestors, protectors, spirit guides, of what's to come for student loans. whether it be all over the world, whether it be just here in the United States of America. Father God, just give us some answers. What's to come, please? What's to come for the future of student loans? I kind of want to say in America and or worldwide. What's to come for student loans in America and or worldwide? I like to be specific when I ask questions. When I ask the spirit and the cards questions, it's always better to be specific. And I think I make that clear on my website too. Like, be specific. Before you get a reading, read everything. Be specific. Alright. What's to come for student loans? Let's just say, what's to come for student loans in America and the United States and the rest of the world in the future? What's to come? First card I get is the Judgment card. A lot of people are tied into the outcome of student loans. A lot of people, and you see how, it's look like these people underneath are having their hands out waiting for, like, a blessing or an outcome. There's a lot of people waiting for, some sort of blessing or situation or good news with this. Most likely a lot of people who do have student loans, right? Most likely a lot of people maybe who have loans in general. Well, if they, forgive student loans, maybe they'll forgive this and that too, So there's a lot invested collectively, energetically, in the outcome of this. All right. And it's a lot of people behind the scenes who aren't out in the forefront saying, I would like this to be dropped. Maybe it will come down to that. Excuse me, I'm just trying to, I think I may have to focus the camera a bit more. There we go. It may come down to maybe people having to fight for some sort of relief. And when I say fight, I don't mean literally fight. This is literally just for entertainment purposes, allegedly entertainment, only, blah, blah, blah. It just feels like protest. Like, resistance, all right? Meeting intelligence with intelligence. Maybe at times meeting fire with fire, all right? And I'm not saying literal fire, all right? Allegedly for YouTube purposes, right? I get the six... no, I really don't mean fire. I get the Six of Swords. Like I said, there's a lot of, like, people tied into this, a lot of loopholes. I don't know why I also get the Six of Swords is giving me the energy of laws and loopholes in the government, in the legal system and loopholes. Like, I think either certain loopholes may be discovered, and it's the Six of Swords, so it could be over these next 6 weeks, 6 months. Certain legalities may take place, or legal situations may take place that reveal certain loopholes. Like, I feel like there's something about that where there's, like, loopholes or certain things revealed. It's almost like, if... I don't know. And as just for an example, this may not literally happen, but just as an example, like, say what a loophole is, after 7 years, of not paying off this amount of your student loans, this is automatically forgiven. And it's like, why doesn't anyone know about this kind of thing, But it may take certain steps and actions and outcomes to actually have that be revealed, if that makes sense. Like, there's something hidden, I want to say maybe in the clauses, or hidden in the fees, hidden in the fine, minute print, where there's certain loopholes that people sometimes don't take advantage of, I feel. But it requires almost like a lawyer, It's codes and clauses created by the legal system or funded by the legal system, or how do I say this? Interpreted by the legal system, but you need the legal system to also crack the code. It's kind of like, what would be a good example of this? I can't use that example without spoiling the movie. Hmm. Okay. It's like Scream, for example. In Scream, there's this thing of the new characters that are introduced. I don't know if you've seen the new Scream, but there's this new thing, and this may be a spoiler, I'll try not to spoil it. But there's this thing of new characters being introduced. And actually, I don't think I'm going to spoil it, so you don't have to worry. There's this thing of new characters being introduced and old characters needing to come in order to crack the code. But it was actually these old characters and their lineage and the story, the history that kind of created the codes or created the rules as well. So that's why you need either someone who gets the way the codes work, the way the rules, the way the system works, or something like that. Like, and I think that's why I'm getting a legal system. I hope that makes sense. This may be really confusing, but I feel like this whole thing is confusing with, student loans and, sometimes financial paperwork and stuff like that. So, anyway. Moving on from that, I hope you got that analogy. If you didn't, you may have to go back and listen a few times. Um, get the Knight of Swords here. I get the Lover's card, which could be good news in terms of families, home, motherhood, emotions. Good news maybe within 4 weeks, 4 months. This would be maybe specifically maybe around June, July. All right. So it does seem to be some good news, some good outcome. The way the Lover's card looks in this deck also can remind me of the legal system. Just the Lover's card is never seen like this. You see a lot of people in the background with signs. Let me show you guys. I have to show you guys this card because I feel like this is like really important actually. And you guys know I hardly ever do this, but I'm going to come up to the screen so you guys can see really good. Do you guys see? Let's see. Can you see all the... Dang. Okay. I want you guys to see really good. Do you see like all the signs and pickets and it looks like almost like a bill was passed or something like that? Like, do you guys remember when they passed marriage for like gay rights or something, or same-sex marriage? This is a same-sex tarot deck, by the way. But because I'm gay, LGBTQ, so it kind of like there's something about this where I do get a victory from this card, the Lover's card, coming out. All right, but it comes out once again in an interesting position of emotions, family, home. Motherhood. So I'm wondering what that means. I get the Knight of Cups showing up in the placement of children. Childhood could be creativity, self-expression, vitality for life. I get the Three of Cups showing up in the placement of daily routine, work, health. I get the Six of Cups. They're going to try and get people to pay or continue paying. They're going to try and lure, allegedly for entertainment purposes only, people to, you still need to pay your loans. I know we're going through a pandemic. I know, you may be experiencing this, but just pay something. Pay this, pay what you can. If you don't pay, we're going to close your account. If you don't pay, blah, blah, blah. Like, there's going to be those types of things that happen. But I think things just have to change. The system has to break in some way. It can't stay the same moving forward into this new decade, into this new conscious energy that we're entering into, in 2022 and beyond. I think also, while, student loans and loans are important, there's also certain things people are looking to survive now. So, that extra 100, 200, 300, could be, between, paying the student loan and acquiring interest again, where it's like you pay 300, but you really only put a in of maybe what 100 or 150 in the actual loan itself, with accrued interest, or paying off the rest of rent and maybe having some money left over for groceries to feed you, your family, your cats, your dogs. Like, I think that's what it's going to come to. And it may not be that bad, but it's going to be, I couldn't pay this month. I couldn't pay the last 2 months. I've been behind, I've been struggling. Like, these are the phone calls these loan officers are going to be having with, it's almost like the loan officers or the loan people become the bill collectors. Whereas they would outsource that, they are going to start, like, directly calling, or directly emailing. They may not even be able to pay for the outsourced bill collectors. There's definitely going to be a shift or change, and it may even come down to the educational system as well. Are people going to want to go to school anymore if they have to take on these debts, especially in this new age era that we're in right now, where people are once again fighting to survive, right? Let's be realistic here. Some people are blessed, but some others are fighting. It's a struggle. People, I know people. It's hard, right? I don't know why I feel like there is this energy of bullying and intimidating, though. Like, and it feels like practices through which, like, old bill collectors would do. So I do see some sort of success. It's going to be a tug and pull, though, between, I think, the student loan firms, and the people that have loans with them, and continue taking loans with them. I do once again get this energy where the loan firms could become allegedly the bill collectors for entertainment purposes only, right? Allegedly, this is all alleged, blah blah blah. Wink, wink, wink. If you want a reading, visit my website, LamarrTownsendTarot.com, right? There's gonna be some victories, but the loan officers are gonna fight back, because they have a lot at stake in this as well. Okay? There's gonna be some victories and some losses. So it's like, it's almost like the energy of, we'll give you relief, but it's gonna take a hit on your credit. All right, we'll give you the relief, or we'll give you some of the relief, but it's gonna affect your taxes, your tax income, refund or whatever. Like, there's a catch almost. All right. All right, you guys, that's what I see for the student loans. Maybe down the line we'll tap back into it. We're just gonna let things kind of naturally progress as they will, as they should. We're gonna let spirit reveal things to us as time goes on, and we'll come back when we need to come back. But for now, we'll put this down and pray for the best outcome for us all. With student loans, me included. I do have my degree from VCU, advertising, bachelor's degree from university, and I wouldn't change it. I don't regret getting it, but it would be nice, to really have some form of relief from these student loans. It really would, If you have student loans, I'm sure you understand, on top of, once again, other bills and things you're paying for, okay? All right, you guys, it may feel like, you're doing this alone, but remember, you are not the only one dealing with these loans, with this, debt. And maybe it does come to coming together, since there already is a common cause. Okay, and I'll leave that there. Thank you all for listening and watching. I don't think we need to do a part 2 for now. That's what I see. All right, I will leave this here. Remember, if you want your own personal reading, check out my website, LamarrTownsendTarot.com. I am available for readings, and I would love to read for you. I'll see you in the next video. I'll see you in your own personal reading. Either way, I'll see you soon. I'm actually going to go ahead and get into some personal readings that I already need to send out for clients. So I will see you soon. All right, love and light. God bless. And remember, clients come first. So, if you get a reading from me, usually you'll get it back within 1 to 2 days if I'm not busy, within 1 to 3 days at the latest. Okay? Love and light. God bless.